Welcome back to the Margaret River Pro. This area was first explored by surfers from Perth way back in the early 60s. Cliff Hills, Rob Birch came down here. They started surfing up at Yallingup and then slowly made the trip down to Margaret River to these isolated locations. Main break, it was much later on that the box was was tackled by some very brave locals. Jack Robinson, he is a massive mountain to overcome for Filipe Toledo, one of the major title contenders in 2019. Ronnie Blakey with Barton Lynch. This is a huge test for Filipe Barton. But Jack Robinson, we've seen him in a few CTs. He's never had a head-to-head win against a competitor, never won a man-on-man heat. Is this the day he's going to get it done?
Well, look at this. Look at the wave selection. Look at the positioning. Look at the composure. And look how he starts this heat against Filipe Toledo. Look at this angle, Ronnie, a beautiful angle. He's in easy, and he gets to stall. He pulls under that first little bit, knowing that it's going to cup out now and just go crazy through here. Double arm drag, slowing himself down perfectly. And there it is. I don't know that we've seen someone on such a perfect-looking wave yet this morning. They've all had some weird, moody bits to them that have made it challenging.
Toledo now looking for an answer. It was an excellent score for Jack Robinson to start off. Toledo locked in. Great barrel rider. Often underappreciated how well he surfs the tube, and he's going to find a pretty decent number himself. But Robinson's wave, it was deeper, it was bigger.
And it's interesting, this angle, to tell how deep you get. Beautifully stalled, gets the right positioning. When he did those couple of little pumps there, I was thinking, well, don't get too far out, stay back in there. But then that second bit, you watch here, that little pump there, those little pumps, I thought that he might have made himself exit too fast, but there was that chandeliering bit at the end, that section coming up that you'll see in a minute that he contemplates. So you see here, he's standing nice, then he sees it and goes, actually, I'm going to give it some, and just parks it beautifully. The timing, the poise of a champion on display there. And what a couple of great opening rides.
Positioned himself very deep at the start of this one. The bottom drops out, but Jack's going to find his way through. Just negotiates all those steps with ease, where other competitors have looked a little shaky, getting a little front-footed. He just stands back, rides over all those steps, no problems, and expecting another solid score to drop.
The degree of comfort that he shows in the most critical situations. Here he goes, paddling super fast. You see the stroke rate there was amazing. And then just drops in, has that weight perfectly centered on the board, comes around here. This angle will be great. Straight in, parks it. The whole lip explodes over him. There was a chandeliering bit there that he punched his way through and into just a little lip tap there at the end, just to show how easy he's feeling and how at home he is right here at the box. He's local surf spot, so we expect to see this, but if you're Filipe Toledo, it's ominous.
Jack Robinson flies a drone from his bedroom to check the surf at the box before he gets up in the morning.
He told me that as well.
He is the man to beat, and he's going again. Late drop, well positioned, deep, has the control to stick it, and will come flying through the barrel once again. So 3 waves, 3 big numbers. That might even be better than the 7.
I think it is better than the 7. The lateness, the criticalness of that drop. Filipe Toledo was right there with priority. And you can't be so, look at the stroke rate. Whack, 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 really fast. Up, drives in, super deep, super composed though at the same time. Makes it look easy. And he's behind it too. Look, whoa, straight under. Better than the 7 for sure, I reckon, Ronnie. And he's going to have his second excellent score. And Filipe can come back. It's got to start pretty soon. He's got to show that determination. Going left.
Well, Jack, even with that manoeuvre, there's a level of comfort. You know, we've seen some people forced to go left. Jack Ben was just trying to make Filipe use his priority.
Watch another guy and you see where you want to take off on the wave, but you kind of have to position yourself accordingly to back them up. So it's a little funny. I felt like there was a couple waves that I really would have loved to have been coming from behind and been in position for, because there's some more good waves to be had in our heat.
But he's had those wins.
Yes.
He's really relied on his manoeuvres, in particular his forehand and some of his aerial prowess to get those victories. Jack Robinson, on the other hand, he took out the Pipe Invitational. His big results have really come over on the North Shore. He's had a QS win at Sunset, and we mentioned earlier a win at Pipeline in a qualifying series event earlier this season. He's well positioned on the QS, Barton, a 5th place.
Exactly.
You know, the style of wave, the way that he's been in a rhythm out here. You would have to say he's just got the mana,
Yeah.
as they say in Hawaii. He's got that thing of a local vibe, and nobody's had that today. Nobody's come close to being on this many good waves over and over and over again. And he has put in the hard yards. As you know, he's done so much time out here. He's got that energy. He's got a relationship with the wave, and he's done a lot of work just to get here.
The heftiest heat score total we've seen this year. And Filipe had this one during the break button.
Oh, that was nice. Look, he's way behind and the bottom just drops out. And he drops down, then pulls that line through. That was one of the more critical waves we've seen Filipe have. Look at that drop there. Little arch and then pulls in beautifully. You need exposure to these type of waves because there's no way you can fudge it.
He did it very well, but you could have fit 3 of those barrels inside Jack Robinson's 9.3. Jack up again.
Fair to say.
3.5 minutes to go. Love to see Filipe just swing on a bomb in the final stages here. He's got that priority. He'll have that opportunity. Have a look at Jack swinging so late into this one.
Playtime out there. Imagine being that comfortable. You can play in these sort of conditions.
Unbelievable. It's, been what Jack has focused on. Just the barrel here, the barrels on the North Shore. But this year really shifted his focus, starting to work on his turns more, has some great airs that he can go to.
Yep.
He's going to need those turns to keep this QS campaign alive. Currently sitting in 5th position on the QS. No, if the event stays here at the box, he's got to be the favourite to win. Heat score total of the year, 18.57.
And a comfort level that everybody, we've seen Kelly Slater surf, Gabrielle Medina, Italo Pereira, we've seen the best.
Jake Patterson is in his corner as his coach, and they've been doing a lot of work out here, so that's going to be a big one for Kanoa. He's up against Ricardo Christie, who performed well here at the box last time we ran some championship tour competition at this location. 30 seconds remaining here. The result is in the bag for Jack Robinson. Reflecting on this heat button, there's so many highlights.
And just compose himself and walk away from this one and go, that's enough. Let me come back and do this all again. Because it's been, like I said, it's a masterclass. And the very best in the world will have watched this and learned a lot.
And his first man-on-man win, Jack Robinson. Not his first wild card. Filipe Toledo just enjoying a view, getting spat out of a barrel on his last ride, but he is going to be out of the contest.
Joanne Defay just earned hers over Carissa Moore, a 5-time world champ, finishing runner-up once again this season. She's had now a few of those. From the opener at Pipeline, was runner-up to Moana Jones-Wong. Also another runner-up performance at Bells Beach to Tyler Wright. And now runner-up here.
Absolutely, and he's a bit further, or it's Filipe Toledo up and riding up the point.
One of the fastest surfers on the planet getting started. Backside blast complete for Toledo. That section's going to stretch out dramatically. So, bit of downtime, but he'll hang in there. Toledo now launching, and uncharacteristic slip up on the backside rotation. Still world number 1. We'll see what happened here.
Nice carve out of the top, comes around the section, just gets caught a little bit here. Does very well to get around at the bottom of the wave. And then went for the air, but the board turning. Let's hope that he's picked the right one to have a great performance this afternoon.
Getting things started, the man from Western Australia, Jack Robinson, big snap to slide. So both surfers starting with the fall in the final. And Toledo will now have priority. It felt like he just let it slip away with wave selection, and Ethan obviously earned that win. But he climbed back up the ladder with a final in Portugal to the win at Bells. As we see the backhand snap complete from Jack Robinson, he'll hang on to the finishing move under Felipe's priority.
Just trying to get a quick wave under priority, put the pressure on Filipe. Has done on the inside. I like the tail slide here. Lets it slide for a while and then pulls it back into control. And
one of the hardest things to do in the game, go all the way and beat the best surfers in the world to be the champion of the event. In motion, we're watching the backhand of the Australian Jack Robinson. Flowing through some backhand arc, stomps on that one to slow down the momentum and force the slide. And a good way to change up the variety. Absolute drainers. We'll catch up with Wands in a moment because it looks like it's time for some shredding. Jack Robinson pulls in for a moment, didn't quite pull into the tube there, and he has to step off. Love that style with that backhand tube stance. Back to turns for Filipe. Plenty open face to work with. Crushes it there. 2 big hooks. There's the third, and quickly reacting to shut it down. Recovering on his heels. He will stay on his feet.
Perfect out of the lip. Another nice turn, slashing, putting some variety into these backhand turns. A little late on that one, and I thought he might have come down incomplete.
Jack with priority, trying to better a 5-3-3, and Toledo trying to look for a 4-point ride. And now setting things up, swinging back into the pocket. Toledo going straight up vertically. Hard off the bottom, nice snap to slide. He controls it, and the section's going to shut it down. Only needing a 4. I'm expecting a lead change.
As we see, got into this wave really early, which he had to kind of slow it down again to get in the pocket, but that was a great turn. Took his time here. I like that he didn't rush it and didn't try and climb the foam there. He just was happy, okay, I got 2 good turns done. Got into this wave really early, slashed back to get himself in the pocket. This turn was awesome out of the lip. And then this one here just got himself up in the lip, tail loose, and was looking for the float, but just decided, no, I've done enough, that'll do.
Great read, and anytime you see a framed up turn like that, straight up vertical, you know how dynamic that is. It felt good for Toledo. Came out of that with a lot more speed as well.
Yeah, and look at this one, tail above the lip, in full control, coming down, goes, oh, I'm going to go back up there again, but no, I'm too late.
And Jack still repositioning. He might be able to get into this one. We're already into the countdown. 3 seconds on the clock. He's up to his feet, needs a 6.67. Hammers the first section. Blasted again under the hood. Looking for a finish. He's got to stay on his feet, and Jack Robinson shuts it down on the buzzer, chasing a 6.67. Did this in the semifinal. Did he just do it again, Luke?
Jack coming off the bottom, vertical slash out of the top, comes around, bashes it one more time. That section went a little bit flat. It was a little hollow, or I'd probably say he got it, but I'm not too sure. It's really hard to say. Some really good surfing out of the lip. Maybe needed a little bit more fin in that last turn, maybe. But Jack has the chance right at the end again to get the score. Has he done it?
Well, one thing we know is he doesn't get rattled when his back's against the wall. He doesn't mind taking off here in the horn sound. He's clean, he's reliable with his backside snaps, both in the most critical part of the wave. And he's not looking for the best number of the heat, Luke. Filipe has a 7.83. He needs a lot less than that at a 6.67.
I feel like the judges are going to have a long look at this. I feel like it's close.
So then feeling like that last wave had a bit more wall. First reaction from the panel, and second are saying he's going to turn the heat.
Liking it.
One judge says it's under. It's coming down to one more score for the average. For the second time on finals day, Jack Robinson waits, and he does it again. Robinson at the buzzer, a 7.0, has gone back-to-back with his victories from Margaret River, and now the champion of the Quicksilver Pro G-Land. Filipe Toledo to congratulate Jack Robinson on the effort. And for the first time, Robinson's letting it all sink in after 25 years. Luke Egan, proud to pass the Tiger to Jack Robinson.